In the name of love, with a heart of grace, overflow in us, decorate this place. As it is below, so it is above. May we always stand in the name of love. been dreaming of, where we stand as one in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one in the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love. Let's say that again, everybody. In the name of love. In the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one in the name of love. When the day is gone, there's only one of us, only one in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one in the name of love. 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 Oh yeah. In the name of love.
Woohoo! Jamie Lula and Rebecca Jade.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Did y'all hear? Did you see it on Facebook? Rebecca won Song of the Year. Woo! Yes, sir. For
Thank you.
Bad Wolf.
For Bad Wolves.
For Bad
yes, thank you so much.
Wolves. Yes,
Thank
so-
you to Seaside for all your voting and supporting. It literally manifested itself to winning the San Diego Music Award. So thank you to all
yes,
of you.
Yes,
Really
and we are blessed. We are blessed to have you as part of our Seaside family.
I feel the same way. I love y'all so
Oh,
much.
yeah, so
Thank
what's
you.
going on? Got gigs?
Back to,
Yeah, I
still
know.
teetering between it all, but as of right now, things have been still happening, and I'll be out of town next week, but doing some shows with Sheila, so a little bit of traveling, coming back, and just, so I'll miss y'all, but
We'll
Carissa will be
miss
covering
you.
for me,
Okay.
so yeah.
Good. Oh, bless you. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Okay. Gosh, well, we always want to start off our service by anchoring ourselves in prayer, and who other than to do that but a religious science practitioner? And so I would like to introduce our practitioner for today, a very powerful, learned, conscious practitioner. If you're in the market for a practitioner, if you're thinking, you know what, I could really use a session, I really encourage you to reach out to Sharon. She is a gift, and she holds the high watch for us at Seaside. So without any further ado, let us welcome practitioner Sharon Ray De Leon.
Good morning. I'd like to introduce and welcome Kay Samuelson. Thank you, Kay. So please join me into the stillness. I rejoice, for this is the day that God hath made. I rejoice in its oneness, its perfection. I rejoice in its love, peace, joy, abundance, wisdom, beauty, and infinite potentiality. I rejoice knowing that everything that I need and everything that you need has already been called forward. It has already been given, for I know that it is God's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. So I know that the activity that takes place right here, right now, is the greater ability to receive it and to allow it. So I open to this day and its infinite potentiality. I open to this community called Seaside-Center for Spiritual Living. I open to that tribe, that feeling of oneness. I open to the words of Reverend Sunshine Daye, knowing that she is that clear channel, that clear vessel through which Spirit moves through so powerfully, so magnificently, and so uniquely as her. I open to the music. I open to every note that is sung, every note that is played. For I know that it helps me remember who and what I am. And so I rejoice, for this is the day that God hath made. And I release anything. I release anything that is not for my highest and best. I release any doubt, any worry, any disappointment. For I know that everything is for me. I rejoice, for this is the day that God hath made.
Who are you but the angel who brings the light of peace to all? You hold the power of love's devotion. It burns within you to heed the call. Who am I, brother and sister? The one who knows your gracious heart. I hold the power of love's devotion. It burns within me to play my part. Who are we but the children of the one God divine? We hold the power of love's devotion. It burns within us, Spirit divine. We hold the power of love's devotion. It burns within us, Spirit divine.
Thank you, Rebecca. Oh, just opening our hearts, Sharon, for anchoring us and centering us in prayer. Thank you, Max, for accompaniment. Thank you, the Seaside Band. Thank you. beautiful way to just start, to get grounded, to be fully present right here and right now, to let go of whatever happened this morning and getting here this morning and just allow yourself to be here right now. Dr. Christian is on vacation still with his beautiful family at their home in Montana. We honor him as he goes, and he takes a couple of weeks every August to just fill back up. You know, being a minister, you're on 24/7, so it's really important that you take that time to reconnect, to refill, to renew, to refresh, to do all those things. So grateful that he's able to do that. I want to welcome all of you. I want to welcome all of you that are here today, and I especially want to welcome if anybody is here for the first time. Please know that we do have a first-time visitors package that we'd love for you to pick up on your way out. It's at the table by the double doors there, and it has some information about who we are, a CD about our basic beliefs, and check it out. See if we might be a match for what you're looking for in a spiritual home. We sure hope we are. Hello. God's calling. You know, it is just our joy to be here with you, to be able to continue to do this. We have a wonderful, wonderful minister with us today, Reverend Sunshine, and I'll tell you a little bit more about her in just a moment. But before we get rolling here, I'd like to do a reading for us. And I'm going to be reading from our Science of Mind magazine for the month of August. September issue is on sale in our bookstore. If you are buying it in person, if you haven't gotten a subscription, it's available for you. Today, August the 29th, Sunday, listen to your heart. Musicians must make music. Artists must paint. Writers must write if they are to be ultimately at peace with themselves. The word that we speak is the law of our lives, and nothing hinders its operation but ourselves. And that's from Ernest Holmes. There's an old Hebrew story about a rabbi named Zusha who is on his deathbed when he begins to cry. One of his disciples asks him why he is weeping. He replies, "In the next life, they will not ask me why I was not Moses or some other great leader. They will ask me why I was not Zusha." Our highest calling is to grow into who we are meant to be. We are each put here for a reason. We are meant to do work that is unique to us. So we need to show up and do what we are called to do. Stephanie Zamora exhorts us to follow our passions, speaks our truth, and leave our mark. Find out what lights you up and do it. We aren't all going to be Martin Luther King Jr. or Mother Teresa, but we can do what makes our lives feel good and useful. The world needs good parents, plumbers, hairdressers, and friends. All callings contribute to the world. They all matter, and they are all meant to be shared. There is a fable about a man who travels far and wide to find the truth. He looks all over the world, but he doesn't find it. Finally, old and tired, he returns home to find truth sitting in his home. We don't need to look for our true calling. Listen for the voice within, and it will come. And so it is. God bless you. Glad that you're here today.
Oh, that is such a great reading. Thank you so much, Rev Deb. Good morning, Seaside. It is my honor on Sunday mornings to introduce our guest artists. We have an amazing guest. We already got a taste of his music this morning. The congregational song is a song that he wrote. Was it Gary Lynn as well? Him and Gary Lynn Floyd wrote that song, and so. But we're so blessed to have Jamie down here with us. He's definitely a member and family member of Seaside. Has been with us for many, many years, and just so grateful that we are all, that he is part of our circle and we're part of his. Incredible singer, incredible songwriter. Drove all the way down here to be with us from Los Angeles, so we're really, really grateful for that time commitment as well. And so without further ado, let's give a warm Seaside welcome to Jamie Lula.
She forgot to mention how pretty I am. Whatever. Thank you. I'm teasing. Any better, Ed? We're having some trouble. Bless you all. I'm so grateful to see you. I wish I could hug you all, but that's against restrictions. Something calling me. Something's calling me. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Feels like I'm walking on marbles. Can't feel the earth beneath my feet. Is my head in the clouds, my naked legs left dangling? I can feel my heart begin to pound. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. A long dark night, my soul it wanders. Can't see the light that moves me. If God is everything and everywhere that I belong, Spirit gently wakes me from my sleep. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, oh Lord, take me deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, oh Lord, hold me deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, I know I'm not the only one to live inside these blues. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I surrender my life to you. Oh Lord, I give my life, I give my love to you. Come on, Bob. Oh Lord, Love is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Patience is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Oh, this pandemic's calling me so much deeper than I've ever been before. Understanding's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. God is calling me, and I'm grateful like I've never been before. Thank you for calling me, Lord. Thank you for calling me.
Jamie Lula. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, that song is part of the soundtrack of my spiritual practice. I just love that song. Well, you're in for a treat. I heard her first service. I get to hear her again. Told her it's the first time I've taken out paper and started taking some notes. You know, some good stuff. So we have a wonderful, wonderful guest minister today. We have Reverend Sunshine Daye. She is the senior minister or the spiritual director at Downey Center for Spiritual Living, and we are blessed to have her today. She was here with us for 3 years, if you recall, on Wednesday evenings with her partner, Sunny, doing the music. It was lovely. You know, she's family. She's family. And so it's really good to have family back home visiting us. Please know that she's just a beautiful soul. You know, Sunshine was a gift to me as I moved through ministerial school. She's a mentor. She's just a beautiful light. So put your hands together for Reverend Sunshine Daye.
Thank you so much, Reverend Debbie, for that warm welcome. Good morning, Seaside. And good morning to all of you who are streaming live with us. Thank you so much. Out of everything that you could have been doing on this beautiful Sunday morning, you chose to be here. And for that, I'm grateful, because you don't know what it's like to talk to an empty audience. I mean, I used to do it when I was a kid with my stuffed animals. Prop them up and give them a lesson. I bring you love and greetings from my center, the Downey Center for Spiritual Living, where I get to be the spiritual director there, and I absolutely enjoy it. It feels good to be back here on this stage with you. Wow, we have been prepared, so lovingly prepared with all the music and the reading and the practitioner consciousness. Just take a moment to just like settle into that for a moment. I like the words of Ernest Holmes when he says, prepare your minds for the best life. Prepare your minds for your best life. And that's what we get an opportunity to do in this moment, is simply prepare our hearts and our minds for our best life. Because I have an inkling that y'all didn't just, show up, and tune in to, just for giggles. That in fact, that there was something that you are seeking, some answer to a question, that there is something that is wanting to emerge from you, that you want to live a life beyond what you've been living, or to continue to expand upon everything that you already know. So today, the talk title that I've chosen is Rise and Re-Emerge. And it is something that I've been looking at this whole month of August as I've been exploring pause for guidance. You know, lately we've been told, just like we've been told, to come today, that we get to remask indoors and that certain things are going this way or that way or the other thing. And this whole idea of life with a pandemic has really caused us to pause, has really caused us to stop. But, it's interesting because it's not a pause that we're used to. It's kind of like a pause. Right? My hope is that in that pause, you've discovered something about yourself. Before we just go and rise and reemerge out into the world, bring in a bunch of luggage and baggage that we've been carrying for so long. The idea of rise and re-emerge is really about taking the time to continue to pause for guidance. That just because the world opened up doesn't mean we get to rush out into life with the baggage that we've been carrying. But in fact, that we rise and re-emerge consciously. So my question is, what's in your wallet? The way they say it around here is, what's in your consciousness? But I don't like the way that sounds. What's in your wallet? What are you spending? Where are you spending from? Are you spending based on credit, or are you actually spending from the infinite plenitude of your consciousness? Before you rise and reemerge, are you filled full? Are you steeped in a regular practice that buoys you and carries you in the grace of a loving power and presence? Or are you stuck in behaviors and beliefs that are destroying you, that are toxic? You see, it's easy for us to come on Sunday mornings, right, and be all spiritual. How are you? Oh, I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. Oh, life is good. It's so cool, right? I mean, everybody seems so like, woohoo. And then Monday comes. Hello. And the dread, and the doom, and the gloom, and the news. And we're like, ugh, we're stubbing our toe. Life sucks. Is that where we are re-emerging from? Is that where we're rising from? And if it is, no blame, no shame. I'm not here to judge or to tell you that you're wrong if that's the experience that you're having. But I am here to share with you today that it is no mistake that we get to pause again. And that it is actually through rest, through our pause, through our restoration, that we actually begin to live a life of fulfillment. Prepare your minds, beloved, for your best life. You got to prepare your minds for your best life. And by that, I mean that we must practice the 3 S's. And for me, the 3 S's are slow down, be still, be silent. I was thinking about that as I was sitting here and just so moved by all of the music and the reading today that I thought about a turtle. And I think about how a turtle, how its natural life is slow. And how much we actually dreaded being home or slowing down. But yet, what a gift. What a gift that opportunity is. And oh, by the way, if you think, you're at the starting line and the gun goes off and you're off to the races again, beloveds, get out of the rat race. Get out of that race and slow down. Be still, be silent. Take a lesson from what we have just emerged from and now re-emerge with a new way of being, with a new practice, dedicating ourselves over and over and over again. To a spiritual practice that is for our good. You like the sound effects, don't you? I'm silly like that sometimes, and I love it because I just get to be me. Who else do I get to be? Everybody else is taken, right? And that's the same for you. You get to find your real you, but so many people are so afraid to just be still and find out who the real you is. We're seeking fame and fortune, and we're seeking property and prestige and all these external things, and we don't even know who we are. Let me tell you who you are. You, beloved, the person sitting in your seat, you are the unique and unrepeatable way, the magnificent and perfect way that God is showing up in human form. That's who you are. But unless you slow down and are still and silent enough to actually listen to that indwelling presence that speaks to you in a language that only you understand, unless you do that, you're busy off to the races. You're off in life doing whatever, existing, and just trying to perform and do and be, and do instead of be. But it's when we're silent and when we're still where we get to become aware of this indwelling power and presence that is our life. And it gets to speak to you in a language that only you can understand. And it gets to be your internal GPS. It has this opportunity to guide you, but you must get in alignment with it. Because I can know that it's there, but unless I align myself. I was playing cornhole yesterday. Cornhole. Anybody like playing cornhole, right? And, as long as I was like over here, I wasn't in alignment. And it was there. It was there. The truth was there. The hole was there, but I just wasn't in alignment with it. I had to get in alignment with it. I had to get in alignment with it so I can toss that bag and become one with the bag and just extend it and boom, right in. We must align ourselves. But first, before we can align ourselves, we got to become aware. We must become aware that this is our truth. And once we align ourselves, then we can just actually relax and take it easy. Now, here's the deal, is that sometimes we think that spiritual practice has to be this, like, rigid thing. It's time to make the donuts. It's time to make the donut. No, it's time to meditate. I have to sit. That's all fine and well, but you don't even have to do that. I love bite-sized spiritual practice. It's the practical way. For me, my bite-sized spiritual practice includes various times a day, at random times a day, just bursting out into spiritual practice. Be like, hold on a second. That was just a spiritual practice. just that inhale, that exhale, just stepping away for a moment. You ever find yourself in an argument and in your own mind you're telling yourself, I really want to not be in this argument right now. I really should do something different. Pardon me, and just take a moment. So what? So what? Take a moment. Pause. Breathe in. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. My life is the life of God. Right where I am, God is. Right where that person is, God is. I love busting out in spiritual practice. I do it while I'm driving. I don't close my eyes, though. I don't suggest you do either. You know, another thing that I do is spiritual mind treatment. It reminds me of the truth of who I am, and it's super, super quick and easy. Because, you know, prayer is at hand all the time. And I mean that, literally. We have a 5-step prayer treatment, right? Here's how it goes. I use my pinky on my left hand all the time. A-L-L. God is all there is. Right? Those 3 little lines right there. A-L-L. God is all there is. And then the marriage finger, right? I'm one with this power and presence. We are one. And then the tall one, right? That's where I make tall orders. And I make my tall affirmations. My life is amazing. Everything that I need is being provided for, even now. Whatever that affirmation is, whatever it is that I want to experience in that moment, I make it a very tall affirmation. And then I point to the gratitude. Grateful. Grateful that I know this truth. Grateful for this truth. Grateful for my life. Grateful for its manifestation being made manifest right now. And then I thumbs up it, right? It's all good. I release. I let it go. Bam. Right? And when I, like the turtle, reemerge and stick my head back in the world, oh, look at God. Look at God. Because before that, it was like, who are you? You not this, you not that, right? But when I take the opportunity to rest, to be still, to be silent, to slow down, to know this truth for myself. When I rise, meaning my vibration comes from a lower level and it rises, it comes to a higher level, rise and re-emerge. Now when I'm stepping into life and I'm stepping out in the world, I'm stepping out from a place of peace, from a place of power, from a place of love, from a place of joy, from a place of harmony, from a place of godness. Because the time has been taken. Now, I got to tell you this. It doesn't matter how long you've been in this teaching or how long you meditate or how many classes you've been in. What matters is that you have a practice that supports you. Because the practice that supports me might not be the practice that supports you, beloved, and it might not be the practice that supports you. But it's important to find the practice that supports you. It's your individual practice. And it's not for show. It's not so everybody could, oh, look it. They're out there meditating again. Oh, they're going to heaven. No, it's not so. It's not a show. Right? It's not a show. It's really about, am I preparing my mind so that I might live my best life? Because there is no personal good, by the way. Because as I live my best life, that possibility is there for each and every one of us. I might be different than you are. We're not the same, but we are one. We have different experiences, different backgrounds, different opinions. But we are one. That one power, that one presence, that one life has created everything out of itself through some act of involution. Therefore, my life is the life of God. Therefore, your life is the life of God. And when we begin to live from that place and we rise our vibration and we re-emerge into life from that place, that's when we're living our best life. Turn off the television. Sit in circles and start telling a vision. Turn off the television. Television. Tell the vision of your life. Tell the story of who you are. Tell that vision, beloved. Tell the vision. I see a world where people are loving up on each other. I see a world that is free from illness. I see a world that is united and loving and kind. I see a world where people are living their best life and loving it. And it starts with me. And whatever life it is, whatever vision you see, start telling that vision and turn off the news. The news don't mean you no good. It wants to keep you in doom and gloom and fear and anxiety and depression. It wants to keep you heavily medicated. Well, guess what? We're going to tell the world we are heavily meditated. We are heavily meditated because we are turning away from the world of effects, and we are using our spiritual practice to live our best life and show others that their best life is possible as well. You know, when I was asked to come, my conversation with Dr. Christian was that he was going to be away, resting. That's where his restoration comes. It's the same. He's resting. Are you resting? Are you resting? Are you being still? Are you being silent? Are you slowing down? Because it is only by that practice that you can rise up and reemerge to live your best life. That's what I want for all of us, is that opportunity to not allow a pandemic to dictate to us the richness of our life, but in fact that we use it to enrich our lives through spiritual practice. That's the word that I bring today, and so it is. Please keep your hands together as we lean back and as he reemerges, Jamie Lula.
My sister from another mister. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thought I was mistakes that I'd made. Thought that I had done it wrong. Thought I never made a distance. Thought I wasn't worth a song. When I think I can't, I haven't what I think I will become. How I hold myself in reverence, where I end up I belong. 'Cause I'm better than I was before. Better 'cause I walk through walls and doors. Better 'cause I've fallen down. I'm better than before. And I'm glad I stuck around. Thoughts are things I'm in control of. Thought can turn my head around. Thought I'd break this to you easy. It's not harder than it sounds. When I think I can't, I haven't what I think I will become. How I hold myself in reverence, where I end up I belong. 'Cause I'm better than I was before. 'cause I'm better than I was before. Better 'cause I locked the walls and doors. Better 'cause I'm falling down. I'm better than before. And I'm glad I stuck around better than I was before. Better 'cause I walked through walls and doors. Better 'cause I'm falling down. I'm better than before. And I'm glad I stuck around. Oh, I'm glad I stuck around. Oh.
Jamie Lula. Yeah. Oh, gosh. It's good to be here with you today. Sunshine, Reverend Sunshine, thank you so much. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Lots of things to take home and think about this week. Definitely. Jamie, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you. Love you so much. Glad you're here. Oh, gosh. It's the time of our service for our offering. It's the time that we get to practice some of these principles that Sunshine's talking about. One of the things that we teach is the law of reciprocity. As we give, we receive. It's that cycle of life. You know, as it goes out in the world, it comes back to us tenfold. Certainly not the reason to give, but it's a beautiful practice to have. To practice giving of our time, talent, and treasures. So thank you so much to all those that mail in their offerings. Thank you to those who are part of our auto tithe program, those of you who go on Venmo, those of you that text to give, those of you that do all the different ways that you can to continue to have that divine flow move in through and as Seaside. We're so grateful. I want to invite our ushers to come forward. Who do we have today? We have Sunny and we have Glenn and we have this lovely lady who I should really know your name, and I'm going to learn it right now. Darlene. I should know that. That's my sister's name. Darlene, so thank you for being here today. So I just ask you to look within your heart and see what it is that Spirit is calling you to do in this moment as you participate in the spiritual practice of your life. Let us do our affirmation together, which is... Da-da-da-da. Spirit continues to bless my world. Gratefully I live as the giving expression of Spirit, opening the floodgates of the affluent flow of greater good as my life. Seaside Band. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody who makes the Sunday celebration possible. Comes together. Thank you, Sharon and Kay, for being our practitioner consciousness today. Please know that our practitioners are available for prayer. Please don't leave here with anything on your heart. Get a prayer. Get a prayer. Prayer works. So we have Kay and we have Sharon and we have Kathy Bacay today. Dana's here today willing to pray. Also, our practitioners are still available on the prayer Zoom room. So if you're online, if you're not here in-house, click on, go to our website, click on the prayer Zoom, and go in there and get a prayer. You go put in a private prayer Zoom room with a practitioner, and you'll receive private one-on-one prayer there. So please utilize that as well. Know that our classes are still happening. Dr. Christian will still have foundations in person. So if you're wanting to take foundations class, if you signed up for it, know it's still going. I think it's 2 more weeks until it starts. He teaches on Tuesday nights. You can sign up on the clipboard at the table, at education table, or you can go right online and just sign up, pay for it all, do everything, get your workbook and all that online, and you don't even have to worry about anything else. I'm going to be teaching Journey of the Soul, which is a brand new class out of Centers for Spiritual Living, and I'm going to be teaching that online. So you can sign up again at the clipboard or go on and the website and sign up for it. I do need to say that our special event that we had planned, our big celebration for September 19th, has been postponed. We were expecting a very large crowd, and your board, in their wisdom, has decided it's probably not time for a large crowd to gather, so that has been postponed. And James Von Prague has also been postponed. We are still in discussion with his people about possibly doing a virtual event, but the in-person event has been canceled. So know that. Our offices are still open during the week. We are always available. We're here for prayer for you. Our practitioners are available for prayer. Once again, I want to thank Reverend Sunshine for driving down or up, down from Downey to be here with us today. Thank you. And Jamie for coming from Los Angeles. I want to thank all those that make Sunday possible, our camera people. We've got Denise and Tim and Edwin on camera today. We've got Patrick and Steve in the sound room. We've got Marv doing our PowerPoints for us, and we've got Ed on sound. Thank you all. Thank you all. So grateful for all of you. So grateful for all the support and the love that you continue to pour out to Seaside. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to invite Reverend Sunshine up to pray with us and for us. Here she is.
I'm going to invite you all to assume the position, that prayer position, that position that says, I surrender all, that I of my little self know nothing, and that I'm simply going to allow God to speak to me from within my very soul, from within my very being, that which is the truth to be known. So there's one power, one presence, one life. This is what I know. I believe in God and nothing else. This infinite power, this eternal life, this presence, the abundance, the joy, the peace, the harmony, the wholeness and wisdom, the magnificent God that has created everything out of itself. Therefore, my life is the life of God. And as I know that this is my truth, I know that this is the truth for and about all. God has created everything out of itself. Therefore, everything has that God essence. Everything is the unique and unrepeatable way that God is showing up in form. So I pray from this place of knowing that my life is one with this power and presence, knowing that all life is one with this power and presence. I speak from this place of oneness, simply speaking a word of healing and wholeness, simply calling forth the manifestation of the abundance, the joy, the peace, the power, the wholeness, the health, the creativity, the divine order, the clarity that is being sought after right now. There's no need to seek anymore, for that which is true of God is true everywhere, simultaneously, now. And because it is already the truth now, I simply align my own consciousness and awareness, and I begin to see it in, through, and as all. I begin to know it as my life and as the life of all. Oh, and as I do, this joy, this feeling, this sensation, this feeling tone of love, this feeling tone of joy, this feeling tone of abundance and wholeness and health and healing comes over me. And it's just this sense of contentment, this sense of joy, this sense of love. So I give thanks for the healing that just took place, for the love that is taking place, for the peace that is taking place, for the abundance that is taking place, for the prosperity that is taking place, for the clarity that is taking place even now. I bless this spiritual community known as Seaside-Center for Spiritual Living, knowing that right here is where God resides. So we simply allow the God times to roll, and we simply live from this place. We rise and we re-emerge from this place of peace, from this place of power, from this place of love, from this place of assuredness. Right where I am, God is blessing us with traveling graces as we leave one another in physical form, knowing that we are always one as the life of God. Releasing this word now into the activity of the law. It says yes, so I say yes. I say yes. I say yes, and I invite you to say yes. Yes, it is so, and now it is.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. So no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Said I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Said no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Sing it to yourself, Seaside. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, that's right. Say no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yeah. Yes, Seaside. Woo!
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And let us take home our affirmation. Please repeat after me. Today I rise and reemerge, fully nourished, restored, and renewed. And so it is.